Tyler Perry, Mr. Tyler, I'm begging you, please. Stop. We can't take it anymore. Hi guys, welcome back to Reality Check with Adaeze. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the movie Mea Culpa, okay? I almost did not watch this movie. In fact, I saw when the movie was trending and all of that, and I saw that Kelly Rowland was on it. Shout out to Kelly Rowland. She's my sister, okay? But when I heard that it was a Tyler Perry movie, I was like, nope, I'm not gonna do this. But somehow, yes, I got sucked into it, okay? Because I kept seeing a lot of reviews about it, and I just did not want to, be reading spoilers without understanding the context, okay? So that was why I decided to go and watch the movie. Specifically after Keke Palmer talked about it, I was like, you know what? Let me just go and watch this movie, okay? What is annoying me is that I actually don't have time, okay? I actually do not have the time to waste on a bad movie, okay? I just don't have that time. So it actually annoys me when I take out of my busy schedule to watch a movie and it turns out to be hot, flaming garbage, okay? But let's just get into it. So Mea Culpa is a movie by Tyler Perry. It features Kelly Rowland and Trevante Rhodes, okay? Yes, so everybody swears that this guy is so fine, this guy is so handsome. I'm sorry I don't see it, okay? I'm sorry, I'm not saying he's ugly, okay? He has a nice body for people that like bodies like that. I'm not saying he's ugly, but I don't see the beauty that everybody is raving about, okay? He's giving me Jonathan Majors vibes, okay? The way everybody swears that Jonathan Majors is such a handsome man, that is what it's giving me. I don't see it, but okay, I can give it to you guys, okay? Just because of his body, all right? But yeah, so basically, let me just give you guys a summary of the movie before I get into what I liked and what I did not like, okay? I promise you, this is not going to be just a one-sided review. I'm going to give him props. I mean, Tyler Perry and the whole movie. I'm going to give it props where it deserves. Anyway, the movie is about Mea Harper, who is like the star of the show, and she is a lawyer. She's the best of the best, and she's married into this family of a-holes, okay? Like, almost everybody in this movie is not likable, but I'm sorry. Let me just continue the story, okay? So she's married into this family. So her husband has a brother and his mom, okay? I don't know who, they didn't show the father or talk about the father in any part, but basically a white mom. The boys look mixed, so probably a black dad who is not in the picture, and the two sons. The first son is actually a junior DA or an assistant DA, but he wants to run for mayor, okay? While the second son was an anesthesiologist. Okay, I need to get that word, okay? Anesthesiologist, okay? That's what he was. And the first son is married to a lady who is Kelly Rowland's very good friend, okay? So the story here is that Kelly Rowland and her husband were actually having marital issues. The guy had lost his job, but was lying to his family that he still had money. Meanwhile, it was Kelly Rowland it was Mea, okay, that was taking care of all the bills. And also he had a childhood best friend who was kind of causing some little issues in their marriage, right? And at the beginning of the movie, we saw them with a therapist, okay? And basically, they established from the beginning of the movie that the boy is a mama's boy, so he actually had to leave the therapy session to go for his mom's dinner. And Kelly Rowland was like, okay, you can go ahead, but I'm going to sit right here and finish up. I'm just like, okay, what are you finishing up when the guy is not there? Because it's supposed to be couples therapy. So if one half of the couple is gone, what are you doing there? But anyway, she had to stay back to finish her, complete her money, basically, right? And not only is he a mommy's boy, his brother is also a mommy's boy, and their mom, had cancer, according to what they showed in the beginning. So the mom had cancer. She was wearing one bad red wig like this. I was just like, okay, anyway, let's just continue. So yeah, after Mea was done with the therapist, she went for the dinner as well. Okay, so get to the dinner scene, we see the mom and we also see the childhood best friend. And the mom is making comments like, oh, the childhood best friend is the second wife, that she wished, in front of Kelly Rowland, in front of Mea, she said she wished that her son had married his childhood best friend. Okay, sorry. I promise you, this is the last time I'm going to deviate. Let's just say the story as it is, okay? So basically, we just see that, okay, the childhood best friend is an issue in their marriage, okay? Not a very big issue, not like, oh, he was caught cheating with her, but that subtle, who are you? What are you doing here? Like, why are you trying to come in between me and my husband, right? And whatever. So they go to their table, and then at the table, the mom is sitting at the head of the table, and we have the younger son here and the older son here. Then we have the younger son's childhood best friend sitting with him. Okay, then after the younger son's childhood best friend, we have the first son's wife and Kelly Rowland. So they're just basically like a clique at one corner, right? So Mea and Charlize is a childhood best friend. They're just talking one side. Then we see that Mea's husband presents his mom with a wristwatch, an expensive looking wristwatch, okay? And you know, the brother also gave the mother his gift, but the gag is he has no money. So how was he able to afford that wristwatch to give his mom as a gift? So you could see that Mea was already uncomfortable with the whole thing. Mr. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please stop shining on me. I don't know what I'm going to do about this lighting. We can see that Mea is not happy, but you know, she tries to just put up a, you know, normal face. Okay, so there was a part where both friends, Charlize and Kelly, were talking, and the mom was like, can you let us in on the joke or something like that? And they were like, no, they're talking about you know, how they're all happy to be here or something like that. And she was like, okay. Like, she just looks very mean, you know, very wicked. So at the end of the dinner, Mea meets a friend who tells her that he's going to introduce her to a new client, and you know, he's a very good client, that she should take the client. Okay, and she was like, okay, fine, I'm going to take the client. Okay, and then at the dinner, they're talking about how there's this popular painter or artist that the wife, that is the first son's wife, Charlize, bought 2 paintings from, or commissioned 2 paintings from. I don't know what that means. Commissioned, bought, whatever. You know, 2 paintings from, and they have to get rid of those paintings because the man was accused of killing his girlfriend. Okay, and basically the first son, Ray, is the prosecutor in charge. Okay, yeah, anyway, yeah, so Kelly is actually a defense lawyer. Okay, so anyway, the next day she goes to work, and the guy comes in, the Trevante Rhodes. Okay, he comes in, his name is Zaire in the movie. So he comes in and he talks with her and tells her that he wants her to represent him, and she's like, no, there's conflict of interest, this and that. And he was like, how much is your price? Just name your price. You know, she said, no, I think she's the one that first said, oh, it's going to cost whatever. He was like, he doesn't care, whatever it's going to cost, he needs her to represent him. Okay, so he leaves, and you know, she's battling the idea. She's not really like sure she wants to do it initially. She even told her friend that she was considering it. Okay, so later on that day, her husband's family, the husband's brother and the husband's mom, came to her house for dinner, and they were kind of subtly threatening her and, you know, trying to force her not to represent Trevante, okay, that's Zaire. And she was like, nah, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Okay, in fact, I mean, she didn't say it that way, but basically what she was trying to say, what she said eventually was that even though she was just considering it, because of the way they are, you know, acting, she's definitely going to take it. Okay, so basically she has to be going to his house to talk with him because the paparazzi are on him. So anytime he leaves his house and comes to her office, you know, paparazzi follows him and stuff like that. So he's trying to stay out of the media or out of the paparazzi, okay, out of paparazzi's way. So she decides to be going to his house, you know, to ask him questions. Basically, he's not even taking his case seriously. I mean, this is a murder charge, okay, and someone who is running for mayor is trying to prosecute you for it, and you are here talking about, oh, I know you want me, I know you like me. So anyway, so initially Kelly was trying to set him straight, like, you're not taking this thing seriously, you have to be serious about it, you have to focus and all of that. But he wasn't focusing. He was always like, oh, I like you. And then he also knew that, and she told him as well, that she was having issues with her husband and this and that. He told her to come and paint her feelings on a canvas. You know, he told her to close her eyes. What color are your feelings, or what color are you feeling? And she said blue. Then he said she should paint waves, so she painted waves on the squiggly lines. Okay, squiggly lines, it's not waves, squiggly lines. So she painted squiggly lines on the on the canvas, and you know, from there they started talking. I think they kissed that first day. Yeah, they kissed that first day, and she stopped him, and she was like, no, she can't do this, that. She now left. So she told him to be coming to his office, because basically his house was temptation. So he went to her office and then told her that no, he cannot do office, she has to be coming to his house. Okay, basically, if you want to represent me, you have to come to my house in the middle of the night. You cannot come to my house in the afternoon. You cannot come with an assistant. You have to come alone in the night. All right, thank you. Basically, she continues with him. It eventually leads to a lot of raunchiness. Okay, there was a part where he called a white girl, and the white girl started giving him, you know, BJ, and then Mea was looking and she became uncomfortable and she wanted to leave and he refused to. But first of all, his house has this elevator that looks very scary. Like it looks like a killer. I don't even know. It looks like the whole place looks somehow. Oh no, before then he left her in his house and was going somewhere, so she followed him, and then she saw like a sex dungeon. I don't know what that place is, but she saw a sex dungeon basically. Anyway, that was before he now called the white girl to come and do that to him, and she was watching. She wanted to leave. He didn't allow her leave. Then later on, he buzzed the thing for her to leave. That is the elevator. And then she left. And then on her way going, yeah, I forgot to mention, she has a best friend who is a private investigator. Okay, so that her best friend, called her and told her that he saw her husband and that his childhood friend going to lodge or going to a room at a hotel. You guys, please just pardon my lighting, okay? My lighting is going to be going bright and dark and bright and dark. Just pardon my lighting. So when Mea heard this, she was angry, and then she turned and went back to the guy's apartment. Okay, now she went back to his apartment, now saw him full on having sex with this girl, with the white girl, and then she went there and interrupted them and as per collected the baton. As in, oh, next in line, okay, my turn. I was like, then they went out on his bike. He took her on his bike, then came back. First of all, I didn't even know before I started watching this movie that this movie was an erotic thriller. Okay, so the movie is an erotic thriller. That's what the genre of the movie is. Okay, so let's continue. So he took her out on his bike, then came back. They started painting their bodies with paint, and then they started having sex with one kind very, 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 very raunchy scene. Like, I had to fast forward because I don't like watching raunchy scenes. Okay, yes, at my big age with my 3 children, being 12 years married, I still don't like watching raunchy scenes. I don't like watching raunchy scenes. I don't like watching emotional, like overly emotional scenes. I don't like watching very violent scenes. Okay, like maybe they cut someone's head off or all those kind of things. Nah, I don't like watching them. Okay, so it's not even just about the sex scenes. It's about, I don't like things that are too intense. Okay, they make me uncomfortable. So I fast forwarded. I was just like, nope. Which kind of man bum be this one? I'm not here to see man bum. Okay, let's just cut to the chase and see what happened in the end. Oh, I forgot to also mention that he denies killing his girlfriend. He said he didn't kill the girlfriend, but there was a part where he was discussing with Mea and her best friend, who is the detective, the investigator, Jimmy. Okay, so Mea and Jimmy were talking with him, and he was talking about his sex life with one of his ex-girlfriends, or the one that is dead. I'm not sure which one was which. Okay, and he was describing very BDSM, sadistic, choking, all those kind of things. Okay, while they are doing the deed. Okay, and I think that part was supposed to portray that Kelly Rowland or Mea was interested or getting, let me not say getting turned on, but she liked the idea of what, or she was interested in what he was talking about, right? That's what they were trying to portray then. But to me, what he was describing just sounded sad. It didn't even sound like hot or anything. It sounded like serial killer vibes. Okay, so anyway, so fast forward to the part where they finish having sex and all that. The next day she wakes up in his bed, then she looks up and sees her picture on the ceiling. Okay, so basically, he painted her picture on the ceiling, or painted her picture and put it on the ceiling just over his bed, and she was like, Anyway, she now left, went to her office, and her husband and her best friend were there, and they were not asking her where was she. She said she slept off in the office. She slept in the hotel because she finished working late. Then I said that they were at a hotel the day before because the mom was sick and they wanted her to spend her last days in a hotel. Okay, so yeah, it wasn't just her husband and his best friend that were there. Every other person was there as well. So Mea was like, oh my god, what did I do? Anyway, at some point Mea went to one lady who was a friend or a helper of the Zaire before, and the woman was also selling his paintings. She went to meet the woman talked to her and said, I know you're sleeping with him, and now basically described how she ended up sleeping with him as well, and everything she described was exactly what the guy did with Kelly Rowland, okay, with Mea. Everything he described, everything word for word, basically word for word, step by step, even the draw your feelings, even the color blue and drawing a wave, everything, and then putting her picture up there, everything word for word was the same thing that happened to Mea. Okay, so Mea was like, oh, she now left the woman's gallery. People were protesting outside. She left the woman's gallery and went to one corner, and I was like, oh my God, I've been deceived, I've been lied to. I mean, she didn't say that, but that's which was just like very dramatic. Over dramatic. Anyway, she excused herself from the case, told the judge that she was having inappropriate relationship with the client. Okay, so the judge went ahead and told the DA, that's the assistant or whatever, that is her brother-in-law. The brother-in-law, told the husband was angry, pushed table, and she left the family and went on vacation. Yes, she went on vacation. While she was on vacation, the guy was convicted and put in jail. That is, Zaire was convicted and put in jail. And then while she was on vacation, it turns out that she bumped into the supposed dead girlfriend. She went ahead and called the brother. The brother told her, oh, don't worry, we're going to be on it. I'll send my people over. Just come home, okay? Then she just went home to his house. Okay, then when she went to his house, the mother bumped into her phone broke. She entered one room and saw a picture of her friend, okay, that was painted by that guy. So basically he painted her picture, meaning he had slept with her as well. Then when she came, they gave her drink, told her to drink the drink. She refused to drink the drink. Basically it was poisoned. Then they tried to kill her, told her friend to stab her. The friend wanted to now fight the husband. The mother-in-law came and killed the friend. Then Kelly fought the brother-in-law. Then she ran out of the house. They told her that her husband was not in on it, okay? So she ran out of the house, fought. Basically hit the brother-in-law with a car, and then she ran towards the main road and saw her husband, okay? When she saw her husband, she told him to call 911, that his family tried to kill her, and then he was on the phone, pretending to be calling 911. Then she now eventually found that he wasn't talking to 911, she was actually talking to the brother. The brother was saying he should bring her to the house so they can finish it. So she now removed the brother's seatbelt while she was in the car, removed his seatbelt, now swerved the car, and the car now hit a trailer. That is his part of the car hit a trailer, so he died. And then we now see that, the brother-in-law was arrested. Before then she killed her mother-in-law. Then the brother-in-law was arrested and investigated, and the Zaire guy was set free, and he sent her a message, telling her thank you. And then she trashed her phone after reading his message, and she walked away into the sunset happy and free. So now to my thoughts about the movie. Okay, what I liked about the movie. Let's start from the good part. Okay, so what I liked about the movie, number one, the movie was visually pleasing. Okay, it looked really good. The cinematography and everything was really on point. I also like the wardrobe, okay, the costume choices for Kelly. She's a beautiful woman, so her wig, everything was on point. Her dressing, everything was on point. Even though some outfits looked a little bit too much for a law firm, for a lawyer, because she's a lawyer and she works in a law firm. Some of the outfits were like, sister, waiting, where they go now Met Gala for your law firm, but her outfits were beautiful. All their wigs were on point, okay? And I'm saying that because Tyler Perry movies are known to put bad wigs on black women, but in this movie all the black women, their wigs were on point. However, the white woman who supposedly had cancer, I think that was done on purpose anyway, to show that, she had cancer and she was just wearing wigs. Because for white women, if you put a good wig on a white woman, it's going to blend in and look like her hair, okay? So for them to make it obvious that it is not her hair, that is why I feel they gave her the kind of wigs they gave her, okay? So I'll give that to them, okay? The paintings were really, really nice. Like, they didn't just go and whoever they commissioned to do those paintings, the paintings were really, really, really nice, okay? I think that's pretty much what I liked about the movie. Now let's go into what I didn't like, okay? Number one thing is the plot of this movie is I don't my 5-year-old can write better. If I call my kids and tell them, tell me a story about a lawyer and whatever, they will write a better script. Because what was going on with the plot of this movie, it was so chaotic, it was so logic bending. Like, you need to suspend your logic for you to follow this movie and actually enjoy it, and not just suspend logic the way we suspend logic for superhero movies. No, this one is suspend logic totally, okay, and you'll be able to enjoy this movie. No, I don't like movies like that, okay? I like movies that make sense even if they are outlandish, okay? So I can watch a superhero movie if all the ideas in the movie make are coherent and make logical sense, okay? I don't know if you guys understand what I mean. Even if it is one fantastical movie or one space movie, all kind of movies that we know that, oh, they're just fantasy, they're not real, they don't even really make sense in real life, right? I can watch such movies if the ideas they are trying to espouse in the movie all correlate and are coherent and make sense for the movie setting, okay? This one did not just make sense for the movie setting, okay? That's number one. Number two, which still adds to why the movie doesn't really make sense, I don't like any character in this movie. No character in this movie is likable. No character in this movie is endearing, is relatable, is sensible. All the characters in this movie are very, very unlikable, including Kelly Rowland's character, okay? Including her character, very unlikable, no backstory, no, character arc, nothing, just blah, just take it as you see it, okay? She's the best of the best, but she's making a lot of mistakes that don't even make sense, okay? Even a normal roadside, akara seller will make better decisions than a supposed best of the best defense lawyer, okay? Like, some things she did, for instance, going to this guy's house. This guy was accused of killing his girlfriend, right? You went to his house, you saw how the place looks, and you kept going to his house alone in the night. He made inappropriate moves towards you, and you were still going to his house in the night. Like, it didn't make sense. And another thing I didn't like is that even though the guy was making inappropriate moves towards her, the moves were not even like enough to justify her falling for him, okay? Except it was just going off, oh, love at first sight, okay, fine. But if you're trying to say, oh, she has been married for so and so years, she's having a rocky marriage and her, some things are missing in her marriage, it should have started subtly, okay? It should have been a subtle progression. Maybe he will start showing her more attention than normal, maybe buy her flowers, maybe send her stuff, and she'll be like, no, I don't want all these, maybe tell her things that will endear her to him. It should progress sensibly. It's not just bam, I like you, bam, I'm going to sleep with you, bam, okay, let's sleep together, bam. Okay, it just didn't make sense, okay? The guy is not a likable person. Whether he killed his girlfriend or not, like, I didn't even care whether he killed his girlfriend or not. I just didn't like him. I wasn't rooting for him in any way, shape, or form. The whole sex scene, the whole sex dungeon thing. I was like, Tyler Perry, I thought you were a Christian. I thought you're a good man. It was unnecessarily raunchy, okay? It's like, it was even worse than 50 Shades. It was worse than 50. I feel like 50 Shades of Grey even makes sense. At least, that one is that is his secret, whatever. This one was that it just did not make sense. How can who sees somebody having sex with somebody and then jumps in? A sensible woman like that, not a porn star, okay, not a roadside drug dealer that just needs drugs or is high on drugs and doesn't know where she is. A sensible lady like that will see a man having sex with another person, and then that person will stand up and then you will continue. Like, it made no sense whatsoever, okay? The mom being mean, okay, I can understand that, even though some of her meanness was just so jarring that it just did not make sense again, okay? Okay, another thing that I don't like about Tyler Perry movies, okay, which I've noticed for a very long time, and that's why I actually stopped watching his movies, is that he always portrays the ladies as so senseless and so oppressed and so fearful. Like, it's either the woman is so oppressed in her marriage, like beyond reason kind of oppression, where they're talking to her anyhow, they're treating her badly, like obviously badly, and she's just taking it, okay? So it's either that's what the woman is, or the woman is a cheater in her marriage and she's the villain in her marriage, okay? So there's no nuance to it that really makes sense sometimes. Sometimes it's like the nuances are missing. It's just like the person is just bad, the person is just terrible, the person is just senseless, okay? Because even the sister-in-law, they try to portray her as a very good friend to Mea. Even at the end, okay, they try to portray her as a very good friend to Mea. It didn't turn out to be that she was a bad friend eventually. No, she was a very good friend to Mea, right? Why did she never tell Mea about her affair? Why didn't she even use time to warn him and say, oh, a friend of mine slept with him, or he sleeps with ladies? Why was there no warning there? Doesn't Mea have family? What does she discuss with her friends? Like, to me, a lot of things in that movie did not make sense. I know that a lot of people come to defend Tyler Perry. They say, oh, he has an audience for his movie. Oh, he's doing a lot for the black community. He's this, is that. I'm sorry, no, he's not doing a lot for the black community. As far as I'm concerned, I feel like Tyler Perry is actually taking a lot from the black community, okay? You have a very big budget, or at least you have you have access to a big budget. I don't know if he has that budget money, but at least he's not a newbie in the game. Tyler Perry is a known name. I mean, he has his own studios. Okay, so why are you not coming up with sensible movies that will actually make us look good? By us, I mean the black community. Okay, why can't he come up with movies that will make the black community look good and sensible? Because if you say, oh, Tyler Perry is really promoting black people in his movies and all of that, what are you promoting when, if every other person comes to watch the black people and it's just a bunch of foolery that is going on there? Okay, it is better for you not to have made a movie than for you to make a movie with so much noise, so much clout, and then when the whole world now decides to watch the movie is hot flaming pile of trash, of garbage. To what end? So for me, that doesn't make sense. Saying that there's an audience for his movie doesn't make sense as well, okay? Because you are not a small time producer or anything. You are a big name in the industry, okay? If you make good movies, everybody will watch, even those that like Nollywood movies, even not just Nollywood, even those that like epic Nollywood movies, those people that like all those village Nollywood movies. If you make a good black American or black movie, people will watch. All these people are going to watch. Okay, so if you want to cater to that audience, then cater to that audience. Don't try to cater to that audience on a global scale. It does not make sense to me. Yeah, for a defense lawyer who is the best of the best, like they say, I didn't even see much of her doing any lawyering. Even when she was talking with him, the jargons was not jargoning. Like, you couldn't hear her using real law jargons, giving it to him straight. Like Annalise Keating now, Olivia Pope kind of people. Okay, yeah, it was not showing any of that. You say it's an erotic thriller, nothing was erotic there to me. Okay, I don't see, well, that's to me, maybe some people found it erotic, but I did not find it. I was just like, what is this? Let me just finish this movie, because I want to film a video about it. That's all I was thinking while I was watching the movie. And I think it's just because the progression of the meeting the guy to the having sex with the guy, that progression did not make sense. Nothing fancy about it, nothing nice about it. There was nothing about the guy that you say, okay, aside maybe looks, of which I wasn't saying the looks, but aside maybe looks, there was nothing else that the guy did that will make a sensible lawyer like that fall for him in the way that she did. Okay, then the ending of the movie felt rushed. The ending of the movie felt like they wasted the first 3/4 of the movie following a particular plot line. Then they had to just switch it up last minute and just pack everything together in the end. That's how it felt to me. The acting was mediocre across board. Okay, the acting was mediocre. I think the DA guy was a bit okay with his acting, but now, the way I see this movie, in different scenes, they are either overacting or underacting. And another thing is, how did her private investigator friend not know that the guy was at the hotel with other family members? How did he not know that? And when he supposedly found out that, okay, the guy was with a lady in the hotel, why did he not wait to when he can see his friend in person and then present her with the complete facts? Why was he texting her pictures and texting her emails, even in the end where, they found out the whole thing was set up? Why was he just texting her emails and texting her pictures? Why didn't he go and look for her? Why wasn't he, why didn't he sit down with her and talk about it in a very comprehensive manner? Why is it just, I'm texting you a picture night and your husband is so and so place? A lot of things were very flimsy in the movie, okay? But anyway, it's a good watch for those who like unnecessary drama. If you like just drama for the sake of drama, you just want to see things on your screen, you just want to see people on your screen doing whatever, then that's fine. But for me, I would say if you're a busy person, you have things to do with your life. If you're a busy person and you don't have time to just be wasting on rubbish movies, then please do not watch it, okay? Tyler Perry needs to be stopped, okay? Someone needs to just... Oh, that reminds me, I heard that Tyler Perry said that he's the only one that is in his writing room. He's the one that writes his whole movies. Okay? That's not a flex, okay? It's not the flex you think it is, okay? You need real writers in there. It shows that you are alone inside the writing room. We're not like, oh my God, really? No, we're like, oh yeah, oh for sure, that makes sense. That's how we are. We're like, okay, yeah, okay, then that makes sense, because he needed more than one eyes. Another thing I keep asking myself is when I see some A-list actors or A-list celebrities, or celebrities in general in movies like this, I'm like, don't they have a say per se? Can't they even say, oh God, this thing you're telling me to act doesn't make sense. So is it I don't know, let me know. Don't they have a say? Can't they say, well, I know you're saying that we should do this, but it doesn't really make sense. Like, can we change this scene a bit? I mean, obviously they're being paid to act whatever they're told to act, right? But I just feel like there are some things that they should be above. They should be above some kind of rubbish plots and rubbish storylines. They should be above it and they should talk about it. But anyway, that is it about my analysis. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you watch the movie and you enjoyed the movie, I'm not here to say you shouldn't enjoy the movie or that you're not sensible for enjoying the movie, okay? People are different and people enjoy things differently. But I'm just saying that for me personally, the movie didn't make sense. And if anybody is asking my opinion whether they should watch or not, I would say if you just want to watch for the sake of having fun, then you can watch it. But if you don't have time and you're looking for just quality movies to watch to, you know, ease your stress and stuff like that, then don't watch it. Don't do it, okay? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.